hear me? Good evening. Rishikesh, Sharvesh, Grace, good evening. Okay, we'll start with the class. In last class, we have seen till teeth. Okay, as you can see on the screen, we have seen about the teeth, different types of teeth, and what are the types of teeth and how the dental formula will be. Today, we'll see about how the tooth will decay. How tooth decay will be there. See, tooth decay is nothing but a gradual damage of teeth is often called as tooth decay. A gradual means a slowly teeth will get damaged, slow by slow, very slow process. We'll write it here. Gradual damage of teeth is often called as tooth. See, as soon as I will complete one page, I will ask you to take a screenshot. So you can take a screenshot and it will be like your notes. Okay. So this is about the tooth decay. The main cause, like what is the main cause of tooth decay is the presence of bacteria. You know, Anton von Leeuwenhoek first time he discovered the bacteria on the tooth itself. On tooth, while you get up early in the morning, you scrap. You can see some kind of yellow color things will be present on the tooth. You can scrap it and see under the microscope. You can find certain bacteria will be there, and that is how the mouth gives a foul smell. Bacteria in the mouth that grow if we do not keep our mouth and teeth clean. It is very important to keep everything in a clean and tidy way. If you want to take, you can take a screenshot here. Julian, is it audible now? Any leftover food, I'm just writing all the notes so that you can take a screenshot. That will be easy for you to study later. Any leftover food present inside our teeth. Teeth is broken down by bacteria. Okay. So now bacteria will break the food so that the food will release such certain acid, and that acid will try to damage the upper part of the teeth, which is in white in color. Okay, I will show you the picture. Just let me write it. Then what happen after this? Bacteria will digest the food. Acid will be released, which damage the teeth slowly. It is not a very fast process that within 2 days or 3 days it will be damaged. It will take very long time. Once it is taking, what is meant by tooth decay? When you eat chocolate, some kind of things, you get tooth pain, or the enamel is coming completely getting eroded, or it is completely removed by some bacterial activity. You can see here. You can see on the screen that, see the first picture, enamel lesion means slowly the lesion means slowly the things will coming out, the top, the white color part you can see here. You can see on this picture, this is the enamel. This enamel will be completely, when food will be digested by bacteria, then the food, from the food the acid will be released. Okay, you can see here how enamel is getting decayed slowly in this process. Then slow by slow it is getting increased, and at last you can see the completely enamel has been decayed, and then dentine has been decayed, and then pulp cavity. Okay, so enamel, see, there are different layers. The first outer layer is, sorry, outer layer is enamel, the white one. Then below enamel is dentine. Below dentine is pulp cavity. Okay. Now enamel will be first degraded by acid which is released, and then dentine will be going. Dentine is living part. This is the living, and enamel is non-living. Okay. Now pulp cavity. Pulp cavity, here blood vessels will be there. Blood vessels which supply the nutrients, oxygen, and whatever you eat, all the things will be supplied so that the teeth will be healthy and they will be completely growing. Okay, and they will give the function, they will provide the nourishment to dentine. So this is how the tooth will be keep on doing their function. So now we'll see what will happen after that. Slowly the tooth will decay. Tooth decay can cause severe pain and even toothless. Even teeth will not be found. Okay, we can say tooth decay caused mainly because of eating food with, very important point, with high sugar content. Okay, sugar content like chocolates or soft drinks or any kind of uh, content will be there. Content like soft drink, or we can take chocolates. Okay, so this is how the tooth decay will be starting. Now, how can we prevent it? So if there's some disease is coming, we can also prevent. How can we prevent? That is also a important part. It is required to prevent the tooth. So in this, the first point you can say, clean. Everyone knows this. Clean your teeth with brush or dental floss. Dental floss means that liquid, that some liquid will be there, no, to goggle it. Like some brand will be there in the medical shop. You can get it at least twice. Second point, rinse your mouth after every meal. I mean, whenever you eat, after eating, you should rinse your mouth so that the food particles should not be there in the mouth. And the last one is, do not put a dirty finger or unwanted food items. You can take a screenshot. Now we'll move to the next topic. Is now we have seen completely about the mouth. We have seen about the tongue. We have seen our teeth and mouth. Next topic will be how food is going to the stomach by a pipe. That is nothing but, we say, food pipe or esophagus. Okay, we'll see about this. See, esophagus is nothing but a connection between the stomach and the mouth, so that whatever food you eat, chew, and then after chewing, that will be coming down to the stomach for further digestion. Okay, so whatever the large particle of food is there which will be later on, it will be digested in the stomach, like proteins and some amount of fats, some amount, very, very small amount of fats, but largely protein. Like we say 70% of proteins will be digested. So you want me to speak little louder? Is it audible or not? So we'll see with the first point, like what is esophagus? The food particles will enter into a food pipe, nothing but esophagus, food pipe from the neck region, from the neck region and run until the chest areas in animals. After that, what will happen? The food when chewed moves through the food pipe and reach the stomach, reach the stomach. What is pharynx? Pharynx is a area where esophagus starts and mouth ends. Okay, so that area is a pharynx. So pharynx is a connecting link between the esophagus and the mouth. So pharynx, we say that it is a part where food and air both goes through the pharynx. So pharynx serves as a common pathway for food and air. And when you go to higher classes, you will learn in detail about pharynx, that what are the different types of pharynx. Okay, but now just understand it is a connecting link between from the buccal cavity and esophagus. The link connection, it will be a pharynx from which both air and food enters to the respective places. Air will enter into the lungs and food will enter into the stomach. Okay, stomach through this path. The food moves downward direction. The food moves downward direction in the food pipe. See, even if you eat upside down, no. See, that's what pharynx, after pharynx, it will be divided into two. One is windpipe and one is food pipe. Windpipe will go into a trachea and food pipe will form esophagus, a food pipe that is esophagus to the stomach. See, even upside down, if you hang yourself upside down and if you eat, still food will reach into your stomach. In the esophagus, you try to understand by diagram. See here that if this is a long esophagus and if food is present, and let us say the food is present here. Now what will happen? That there is a movement called as peristalsis movement. So this part will be constricted like this. It will be closed so that food is stored here. Now this is the food. Food will be stored. And the other part is open. Now this food will be slowly passed downward, and it will come here, and then it will be closed. So once upper part is closed, the food is dropped down, and then it is closed. So like that, and this movement is called as peristalsis movement. So this is the movement which is present in esophagus, so that the food in any direction you eat, whether you eat while sleeping or you just don't need to draw, right? You just take the screenshot from the mobile. Okay. Now next we will see about the stomach. We'll see about stomach. You can see in the diagram. You see on the screen that there is a stomach picture, that this is esophagus. You can see here, which is coming and getting connected. At this place, where area I'm marking, that is which is near to the heart. So it is called as cardiac stomach. Okay. This area is called as fundus, and main part of the stomach is called as body, this area. And it is curvature, you can see it is very large. So it is called as greater curvature, this area. Okay. This area is small, so it is called as lesser curvature. This is the end part of the stomach, so it is called as pyrolic. Why? Because intestine start. This area is intestine. This all area, this belongs to intestine. Okay. So the area which is near to the intestine is called as pyrolic. Okay. So this part which is present at this region will have one sphincter muscles which is called as cardiac this area is called as, they have one muscle called as cardiac sphincter muscle. Okay. That will prevent the food from going out of esophagus. From stomach, the food should not go back into esophagus. Once the food is coming from esophagus to stomach, food should not go. If there is a problem in cardiac sphincter, then vomiting happens. Okay. And there is in this area, there is also a sphincter muscles which is called as pyrolic sphincter muscle. Yes, food pipe only will have peristalsis movement, but peristalsis movement can also be seen in small intestine and stomach, but it is not that we call as a peristalsis. Peristalsis is just food coming. You just think about the esophagus. And this is the small intestine. Small intestine. So after you just remember this diagram, and we'll see here in the stomach what are the parts. Okay, I'll speak little louder. At last I will give you all the page so that you can take a screenshot. Okay, last 5 minutes. So the in stomach, it is the widest part of the alimentary canal, part of the alimentary canal. Very wide. It is a very wide alimentary canal. And the second one is, it is bag-like structure. Bag-like structure in a flat U shape. Okay, it's just like a bag, and you can see the diagram. See, it is a completely U shape. Okay. Stomach is connected with food pipe and small intestine. Small intestine, you can see in the diagram that esophagus is there on the front, and at last is a small intestine, the duodenum, and in between you can find there is a stomach. Okay. The stomach inner lining produce three things. Now you just pay attention. What, Tanishka, Peter, you can hear me? Yes, yes. Stomach will secrete an enzyme. That's what we are going to see in detail. So you please listen properly. Listen so that we can see. Is it audible now? So now most important part we have come, like how stomach will synthesize enzymes and different things. Okay. The first thing it will secrete is mucus. Mucus is not completely water. Okay. It is mixed with water, but it will be like, have you seen a gum or a fevicol, how thick it will be? Like that, the mucus will be present in our stomach, so that it will prevent the inner lining of stomach, because inside the stomach acid will be there. That acid can destroy the inner lining tissues, but that should not happen. If it is destroying, hydrochloric acid is degrading the inner lining of tissue, then you may get some diseases, or wound will be there, and later on that may be formed into a cancer. So for that protection, a mucus is being secreted in the stomach to prevent the inner lining of the tissues of the stomach. Okay. What it will be doing, it prevent or we can also write protect the stomach lining, okay, or inner line. The tissue should not get. The second thing is HCl. HCl is hydrochloric acid. Yes, hydrochloric can burn our skin. The pH is around 2.3. Okay, it is highly acidic and highly corrosive. And that is why your stomach is not getting burned because of mucus. Mucus is preventing it or protecting your the inner lining of tissues of stomach. Okay, and we'll see now what is the. It is very important. See, how acid will work. The first thing it will kill bacteria. Means stomach should not have any bacteria. Can we take the acid out? Yes, you can take that acid out. When you become doctor, you will know how to take an acid out of stomach and see what is the pH. Okay, we can take. Surely we can take. When you're doing a vomiting, you can find sore throat or you will burning sensation in the esophagus or in the mouth. That is all because of hydrochloric acid. It will kill bacteria present inside the stomach and activates the digestive juices. Here I will like to, it is not in your syllabus, but I will still tell you what is the digestive juices and how HCl will activate it. Okay. The first thing is there are certain enzymes like pepsinogen. Okay. Now pepsinogen will, this is inactive form. Inactive form. Pepsinogen is inactive form. And that will be converted into activated form called as, green color is visible. No, it will not completely burn. We have that protection will be there. That is, so pepsin is active form. Pepsin is a active form. And this conversion of things will take place by HCl. Okay, understood. Digestive juices. The first one is pepsinogen. Second one will take prorenin. This prorenin is also inactive form, which will be converted into active form into renin. Sorry, spelling mistake there. Renin by an enzyme HCl. You can see how it is getting converted. Like one question we can say that if hydrochloric acid is not produced in stomach, your protein digestion will not take place. Okay, we can, by these two equation, we can say by first one and second one, if HCl is not produced then protein digestion will not take place. Okay, it's very, very important point. You can write it. Okay, we know that there are digestive juices, and this is how it will activate. Okay, second function, no, third one, sorry. Digestive juice, they help in digestion of the food by breaking down the proteins in the simple substance. Okay, this part, this part is completely asked in Olympiads. This point is the Olympiad question. Okay, digest juice help in digestion of food by breaking down into proteins and simple substance. No, still there are many digestive juices. I will tell in coming. Okay. So this is the function of stomach, where they help in the killing the bacteria, or by HCl they will activate the digestive enzyme and digestive juices. We'll see other enzymes. So what are the enzymes are there in the uh, digestive juices? Digestive juice, or we can say digestive enzyme. Digestive enzyme. First one, already we know, pepsinogen. See, whatever enzyme is secreted by your body, it will be in inactive form, not activated form. Later on, when there is a use, it will be activated. But there is a no use, it will not be activated. Okay. So whatever enzyme is secreted inside the body, it will be in inactive form. Pepsinogen, prorenin. Then third one will be gastric lipase. Gastric means stomach, lipase means lipid digesting enzyme. Fourth one, gastric amylase. Gastric means stomach, amylase means carbohydrate digesting enzyme. Okay. Fifth one is there are some lysozyme also is secreted, but I think, yeah, till this four is, this is the main enzyme which will be secreted out. Okay, these two is protein digesting enzyme. Protein. Okay, these two sorry, this one is lipid digesting enzyme, lipid, and this one is carbohydrate digesting enzyme. Okay, but see, carbohydrate will not be digested in stomach because of acidic. I have written here, see, four enzyme: gastric amylase, carbohydrate is not digested in stomach because of acidic nature. Okay, but still it is present and it will be not working. Okay, protein, here P stands for protein, protein digesting enzyme. Now next we'll see about small intestine. Last 10 minutes you tell me to show all the screens so that you can take screenshot. Okay, at last 10 minutes I'll give you, you can ask me doubt also. So we'll see now about small intestine. So small intestine, basically it has three parts. First one is duodenum, then second one is jejunum, and third one is ileum. Okay, these are three part. Duodenum is the smallest one, then jejunum, and the largest is the ileum. Okay, now small intestine, it is mainly, it is used for digestion is there, but absorption. For example, if you have a fever or cough and cold or any disease, you take medicine. After taking medicine, it will not be absorbed by the stomach. It will go to the intestine, that is small intestine, and from that it will be absorbed by the our body. Okay, so small intestine is a place where food or whatever you eat, drink, that will be absorbed. It is a place of absorbance where it will be absorbed and circulated throughout the body to have a proper use of the food what you are eating. Okay, so we can write here as a point, it is highly coiled, but duodenum is not coiled. Please note it. Duodenum is not coiled. Other two is coiled. Okay. See, okay. I'll start from the small intestine. Small intestine is after the stomach. It is just like a pipe, like a esophagus. Okay. It has three parts. It has three part. It has three part. Duodenum. Second part is jejunum, and the third part is ileum. Okay. Now, in this, duodenum is not coiled. Coiled means like this. Okay, coiled. So jejunum and ileum is completely coiled. Jejunum and ileum is completely coiled, but duodenum is not coiled. We'll see in detail. Everything we'll see in detail. It is Julian. Have you understood what is the meaning of coiled? Coiled. When you keep a thread in a particular place, it will be coiled. No, it's, into it is highly coiled structure. Second point, the length of the small intestine is almost 7.5 meter, but still we call it as small intestine. Why? Because diameter is small. The diameter is small, but length is big. Meaning of coiled is this: coiled. Something is bit completely coiled. No, it is very this English word, no? Yes, like snake, or if you keep earphone in bag, what will happen? It getting all together coiled. Okay, you take a thread and roll it on your palm, you'll get completely coiled. Or you see how the climbers climb on the tree, they'll coil around. You can take you have design in your hair in girls, that is also coiling the hair around each other to make things. Okay, the liver and pancreas release digestive juice into small intestine. Okay, so liver and pancreas, they will release their digestive juice into small intestine for digestion. We'll see later on what is the juices from the liver, what is the juice from the pancreas, but not now. We are seeing small intestine. We'll focus on that. Later on, we'll see about separately on liver and pancreas. Inner lining of intestine also secrete digestive juice of its own. Like they have some uh, juices. I'll write it down here. The first one is enterokinase Second one is intestinal lipase, intestinal amylase, and fourth one is uh, sucrase, maltase, DNase, nucleotidase. There are many enzymes. So the most important enzyme is this one. Most important enzyme is this one, and this one. All are important, but later on, not now. In higher class, you will study detail about all this enzyme, but not now. You just know that there are certain enzymes which is there in the intestine also. Okay. Now we'll see that how this enzyme, like small intestine, breaks the carbohydrate into glucose, fats into fatty acids, carbohydrate into glucose, fats into fatty acids, and at last protein into amino acid. Okay. See, I have already told you in the first chapter, nutrition in plant, that carbohydrate is a big structure, which is simpler form is glucose. Fats is the big structure, and their simpler form is fatty acids and glycerol. Protein is a big structure, and their simpler form is amino acid. Okay. So this is how the food digestion will take place. We have not come into food digestion, just we are learning about the physiology. Later on, we'll see. Okay. The next one, the liver. See, liver, it is a very vital organ in the body. Sir, fats to glycerol. Yes, see here. You see clearly that fats is made up of three components. The first component is glycerol, and second component, third component, and fourth component. I'll write the name. This is glycerol. Here is fatty acid. Fa is fatty acid. Fatty acid. This is fats. Now, if it is digested, all the things will come out separately. So if we digest one molecule of fat, what we will get? We will get one glycerol and three fatty acid. No. I have Momita. Protein will not be digested in mouth. I have not told. Okay. protein cannot be digested in mouth. Protein can be only digested in stomach and small intestine. Okay. When I'll teach digestion, I'll tell you completely. Okay. Liver and pancreas are coiled each other. No, liver and pancreas are not coiled. They are a big organ. We'll see later on their structure. Okay. Now you see here this whole thing is called as triglycerides. Whole thing is called as triglycerides. But when you digest by enzyme, which enzyme? Lipase. Then you will get glycerol separately, fatty acid, and fatty acid. So one molecule of glycerol and 3 fatty acid you will get. Okay. So this is how fat will be digested. Later on we'll see. I think 5 minutes is left. You want to take a screenshot? We'll see in the next class about the liver, pancreas, and the process of digestion. And I think we'll complete in the next class. We'll complete the chapter in next class. Okay, I'll do from the starting. Yep, you can take the screenshot. Are you taking the screenshot? Completed? Yeah. Rishikesh, try to put your question in clear. I'm not understanding what you're asking. The work of salivary gland is to produce saliva, salivary amylase, so that small amount of carbohydrate like starch will be digested in mouth itself. Yes, Shrutika, have you answered your question? Any doubt? Yes, Ritika, what is your doubt? Yes, intestine will also produce doubt and they will also digest. Stomach will also secrete enzyme and they will also digest. Shrutika's peristalsis only happen when in the food pipe. Uh, Peristalsis is a way by which food is dropped into the stomach. So peristalsis will also take place in a small intestine also, because that food will be moving. No, how the food will come from the esophagus to stomach and stomach to small intestine to large intestine. This all movement will be throughout the digestive system, but majorly it is seen in esophagus. It is there in small intestine also. Is present in human, other animal also. Whereas, sir, how HCl will know to activate the work of HCl itself too. That is the main work. If HCl is not there, in whenever the enzyme is produced, they will come in contact with the HCl in stomach itself. Yes, if you have taken screenshot, you can leave. Any more doubt is there? See, I have still not thought, I have not taken the part of the stomach, will how the digestion is taking place. When I'll teach, you will understand. Okay. If I'll tell you now, you'll not understand the thing. Okay. So we'll let it live on the next class. When you come, I'll teach you how the stomach will digest the food. Okay. Complete digestion process. I'll teach you how much is it taking place in the stomach, and after that, how much it is taking place in the small intestine. Because there are two different parts. Everything will not be digested in stomach, and all and completely small intestine is not doing that. Part by part it is done. Aditya Kumar, what is your doubt? No, not all living cells will have HCl. There are one cell which is called as oxyntic cells will have HCl. Oxyntic cells have property of secreting HCl in stomach. Acha. Aditya Kumar, what is your doubt? Hello?
Hello, sir, can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yeah, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, how does the food reach from small intestine to large intestine, sir?
By movement, peristalsis movement. Same movement will be there.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
By that movement only it reaches us, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes, yes. After protein will digested, protein turns into amino acid because amino acid is the simpler form of protein. Hello, Rishikesh.
Yes, sir.
I hope you got it clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.